this election, as those like Andrew Cuomo and Eric Adams realize that the only thing they've ever cared about, power, is slipping away, they will become more desperate. They will engage in attacks that are more hateful, more racist, and more bigoted than we have seen in our city's politics in quite some time. And our answer to that is a vision of a city where all of us belong. All of us. No longer will we apologize for who we are. No longer will we apologize for who we believe in. No longer will we apologize for our conviction that the wealthiest city in the wealthiest country in the history of the world should be one that every single New Yorker can afford. And I want to take a moment here, because oftentimes in politics, it is distilled as if it is a battle between two people, three people, four people. The attacks against me are not ones that have offended me because they are only about me. They've offended me because they are about all of us. And I just want to ask everyone in this crowd, if you can raise your hand if you have been called a terrorist while living in this city. If you can raise your hand if you have had to deal with your name being mangled every day that you go into work. If you have ever been made to feel less than because of who you are, because of where you came from, because of what you believe in. This is why these words offend me, because they are about all of us. And no longer will we allow a politics in this city that seeks to discard those that they deem to be disposable. We are not just saying goodbye to a disgraced former governor on Tuesday. We are saying goodbye to the politics of that disgrace. Because this will be a city where we look at each other and we see ourselves as New Yorkers. And this will be a city that we can win for every single one of us. So I want to first thank you for being here. I want to say if we can have a round of applause for every organization that put this event on today. These are the organizations, many of which have been with us from before the campaign began. These are the organizations that have stood up when it was not easy. And these are the organizations that will march alongside us to win this race on Tuesday. So are you ready to fight? Are you ready to win? Because we have 3 days. 3 days. And we know that while many of us have thought deeply about this election for more than a year, there are many New Yorkers for whom now is the time they will start to think about it. And that is why we have to be at their door. That is why we have to be at their phone. That is why we have to be on their street. Because now is the time to tell them this is the moment to make this city affordable. So my friends, it is in our hands. It is up to us. Yeah. We must ensure that on Wednesday we do not wake up and ask ourselves, what if? What if I had knocked on one more door? What if I had called one more family member? What if I had made one more call? What if I had signed up for one more shift? We want the next 3 days to be days where we do not sleep. Days where we leave everything out in the field. Days that we can look back on and say we did everything we could. Are you ready for those days? Are you ready for those days? Are you ready for those days? My friends, it is in our hands. Let us use them to win this election. Thank you so much.
To see
Hey, Ro, good to see you outside of the Beltway or Silicon Valley for once. Tell me about this historic rally here. Obviously,
well, I think as South Asians, we should be so proud of what Zohran's going to do. I mean, who would have thought a South Asian is going to become mayor of New York City? And he's showing whether you're of Muslim faith, Hindu faith, Christian faith, you can achieve a political representation and a voice in America. It's an inspiring story. That's why I ended by saying he's showing dreams are possible in New York.
Obviously, there are some disconnects. Some members of the community are fearful of a Mamdani mayoralship just because he's used some very divisive rhetoric over this campaign. I mean, can you speak to that? Because there's a lot of folks who are voting for Cuomo just because of that.
Well, that's one of the reasons I'm here, to say that we need to build a broad coalition. He's exciting a lot of young people. And I believe that he will be reasonable in how he governs and inclusive. And you saw that here today. A lot of Muslim Americans, Hindu Americans, all out here today.
And tell me about your politics. You're a proud progressive, but I know you hang out with David Sachs and a fundraise with him. So how do you balance this between the democratic socialists and the true capitalists of Silicon Valley?
Well, I call myself a progressive capitalist, and I've been very consistent. I say we need to be taxing wealth. We need to have Medicare for all, child care, but we also need to be producing wealth. We need to figure out how are we going to create the high-paying new jobs across this country. And I call it economic patriotism, progressive capitalism. I've tried to spell it out in books and writings, and folks can look it up online.
Do you think the party is moving too far to the left? We saw Trump court a lot of South Asians to his side in the last election.
I don't. I think that the question is the system isn't working for so many Americans. Who's going to offer a new vision with AI, with technology, about how families are going to build economic success, an economic future? It's not about left or right. It's about being against a status quo that has failed so many people and offering something new. And that's what I'm trying to do with an economic patriotism and build a broad coalition. I'm the only guy who went to campaign for Zohran Mamdani, Abigail Spanberger, and Mikey Sherrill.
And when is this government reopening?
I hope today. I mean, we got to vote for the Snapchat benefits, but we'll see.
But it's likely to go into maybe through Thanksgiving, it seems?
I hope not. I mean, too many people are going hungry. We've got to figure this out.
All right. Best of luck. Thanks a lot, Rob. Good to see you.